we're going to talk about the specific social problems. Well, to start, we decided that mental health is one of the, well, we decided no, we investigated that mental health is one of the most neglected areas in Nigeria, and that can be because of poverty, unemployment, and even the same access to the service. It's estimated that 20 to 30% of the population has suffered from depression or even has had some symptoms related to depression. And now to talking about the solution, the first sustainable development goal that we chose is health. Uh, is good health and well-being. It specifically says ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. This goal specifically talks about prevention of malaria, epidemics like AIDS, tuberculosis, and some common diseases, maybe some related to substance abuse and topics like that, but it doesn't talk about mental health specifically. But on the other side, there's some good news. That the British government approved a law that's called a mental health law, and it doesn't guarantee that's going to be well executed, but it's a right step on the right direction. And on the other hand, the first question that we decided to answer has to do with the technical trip and what should we do to approach these problems. Well, we decided to approach it in three ways. The first one, it would be hiring some like professionals related to like psychologists and professionals that know about mental health, and then implement the mental health as a part of the routine clinical detection. For example, if you broke an elbow and they check your vitals, this time they have to check your mental health too. And on the third on the third like part of the solution, we would create an impact assessment committee to ensure that this like whole solution is being implemented daily and periodically and as it should.
Okay. And don't forget about the second problem that is about disappearance of traditions. The disappearance of tradition in Nigeria is because of globalization, like popularization of other type of religions, cultures like is Christianism and Islam. So only 10% of the population in Nigeria still belongs to the ancestral and indigenous groups. The other 90% is Christianity, Muslim, and another affection, another consequence of this globalization is that the government uh, gives only 7% of the resources to the cultural conservation. So there is like a lot of inequality. So for this problem, our sustainable goal is number 4, quality education. Ensure inclusive and equality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities. This one is about like going uh, beyond the high school, going to university, the opportunity, the accessibility to education for boys and girls in an crisis. But in this case of disappearance of tradition, we will approach this resolution to introduce the non-formal education, the ancestral education, the ancestral knowledge into the institutions. So here is the second question. If you were hired to work on solving some of these problems, what exactly would you do and how? So we will recollect the information of this ancestral knowledge with the elderly population of these communities in order to collect in interviews, gatherings, meetings, and conversation this traditional experience and culture. With this collection, we will construct an archive that can share this ancestral information with the nowadays generation. So will not be a knowledge lost. That's it.
Great. Thank you, Gabriela. That's all the time that we have. And thank you for listening.